Hey, you guys, thank you so much for coming. I am so thankful and grateful that you guys have come into my life. I just want you to know that. Okay, you guys, yes, you're seeing me in the raw with my cute little bow. That does not match my attire, but it's okay, right? Uh, to know me is to love me. But I wanted to share with you how I did my eyes yesterday. You guys can see I don't have my eyebrows on. I did put the lighter on and I thought, oh, why don't I do a video real quick? Okay, so I actually started with our cream. I think that's upside down on the video. The cream eyeshadow. So I'll just show you. I'll just go right over. So I just simply go like this. I mean, I don't do anything fancy. I take my brush and I blend it in. My cream brush. Then I'm going to take my moonstone and I'm going to just tap that to kind of blend. And I got to sometimes look in my mirror. Blend that out, okay? I already have my foundation on. I already have my primer on. I did put my cheek color on, and I'm going to show you something too on that in just a second. So I'm just tapping that on because I want it to be pretty bold. All right, so that's all I do. Done with that. I'm going to grab my blending brush. This was a former, it was pink, it was a former one. I'm going to use my matte Dusty Rose pink eyeshadow, and I am going to just simply just go all the way almost to into my brows, but not quite. And as you guys can see, I'm doing it super quick, super fast, and I'll show you about the brows in just a second too. So I'm just trying to do this real fast for you guys because I know you guys are busy today, working, traveling. Happy Thanksgiving to both of you, and happy travels. Okay, so then I'm going to take two different brushes. I'll need that brush out in a second. So I'm going to take my smudger brush. This is my espresso now, and I just simply kind of tap it in here. And as you can see, I kind of just do like a quarter of it. And I have to look in here real quick. And I'm just kind of tapping it in. The more you tap, the bolder it'll be. So this is actually, you guys, this is what I look like before it all gets blended in. Okay, so, and then I kind of just sit back, look in the mirror, which one has to go higher. And I look dead on because, you know, our eyes are not the same as I've aged, you know, so now I can see this side has to go up a little bit higher. You know, we get those folds, those wrinkles, all that jazz. So I just cleaned off my brush and now I'm just going to blend. And you can see I'm not going all the way over yet. I'm just softening up those lines. Now I can go all the way over. Because if I take too much of that dark, I'm going to be dark right there. Okay, so I'm going to do the same here. Just soften up that line and go over. So now I softened it. Sometimes I look and go, okay, did I soften it too much? Then I can go back in to get my desired look. Did I take out too much of the blonde? The moonstone, I call it blonde. We used to have a product called Blonde and I loved it. Similar to this one that we already have. I think it was called Beach Blonde actually. So I'm gonna make sure this is clean. And I actually just have a damp towel. And I'm gonna go back in with my pink now just to kind of blend those out. And you guys, I do this so fast. I'm going to take a clean brush. It's the same brush, same brush. And now I'm going to go in with either my Biscotti or my Blossom, and I'm just going at that brow line. And the reason why I'm using this brush up here is it's stiffer bristles, okay? And you want to make sure it's clean because I use this one for my dark colors, so you want to make sure it's always clean. Now when you get it, it's a little damp. When you have it damp, it turns it almost like a cream to powder. Kind of fun. So now I'll go back in with a little bit of that espresso. I'm just so slightly adding just a little to under. And now I'm going to go in. I'm going to use my espresso. So I'm going to use my corner brush. I I just used the same towel, so now it's a little damp but not soaking wet. And it's going to, and so when here's my palette, my everyday palette, so you guys can see what colors I use. These are my go-to colors every day. So I don't go like this in here. I just simply tap it in. And then I'm going to, and I already know my measurements, you guys, from here to here, that's where your brows start. Here to here is your arch. Here to here is where it ends. Now, hopefully I can do this straight while on video, and I don't have to redo it. Usually I have my eyebrows already done, but I wanted to show you guys. Get it a little more damp. It's getting a little dry. Kind of look and go, okay, are those the same? Good enough? Close enough? I have thin eyebrows to begin with. So I'm actually going to take my brush and go back over with the Moonstone and tap just right here. Now at this point, if I feel like, oh my gosh, this is just too dark, you can blend, okay? Just keep blending until you get your desired look. Clean brush and blend. Okay, if I go up too high, I can always go back with a stiffer brush and get the pink a little more pink. Okay, so anyways, and then, what else? Oh, the cheek color, that's what I wanted to share with you. Okay, so my cheek color, you know, our brush has these little dimples in it. It's not dented. This side goes to our cheek color. I start back here. And I go forward because wherever you put it first is where it's going to be the darkest. So I start here and go that way. I am going to take my highlight color, my contour color. And now this, I put my finger in the little dimple. And I'm going to go right in here. And it goes right here. Just so slightly. That gives you the illusion. Okay? And then I can blend them. I can brush off my brush. If you can have multiple brushes for different things, that's great. But if you can't, just make sure it's clean. Then take your highlight. I'm going to take my highlight. Sorry. Sometimes I just go like this. Get both colors. And that's going to go on the top part. And then I go like this. All right. Now you guys can see I do not have my lips on, which changes everything because I have little lips. One day I'm going to get them filled, maybe. So I'm going to start with my Fan Aroma mascara. Never pump your mascara and replace it every 3 months. The reason why we don't pump it is because it will dry out and cause bacteria. So you just simply put it in, take it out. If there's too much excess there, you'll hear that little kissing sound.